What is up? What is up? YouTube, how y'all doing? Yeah, hey, check it out without a doubt. Hold up, man. I always gotta. Oh, Uncle Mike be trying to do way too much at one time, baby. That's how I do it. Gotta do the best you can do. Do you, baby? Do you? Do it your way. Don't try to do it other people's way. You feel me? Everybody get in line and try to do what they see everybody else doing. Somebody had to do it first. So you should try to do things your way. Uncle Mike working hard. I'm working hard to help other people. That's how you do it. All you got to do is work hard, and no matter what, give to other people, man. Help other people. Check this out, man. Hey, we back at Big Ticket, man. This is breaking news, big time. I'm not even gonna read the title because I'm over here. Let me show y'all. It's right here. Good God, this thing is heavy. This is a UPS. It says UPS. I've been saying it's a UPS because I'm a IT specialist. I got a Security Plus degree. See, Uncle Mike ain't trying to show off too much, but a UPS stands for uninterrupted power supply, like the UPS man. So this is like a big, heavy old battery. So if the power was to go out right now, if it go out right now, my computers and everything is shut down. I have 1, 2, 3, top of the line computers to make all this work the way Uncle Mike needed to work with the recording studio and everything. I can't afford for these computers. The power goes out for some reason in my area a lot. Almost like the Philippines. The Philippines, they call them blackouts. But the power goes out. So long story short, when the power goes out, that's not good for a computer to just shut down like that. There's been times when a computer won't boot back up because of that. So what I did was, see, what had happened was you have to put a uninterrupted power supply in, so when the power goes down, that gives you time to come and actually shut down a computer the right way. Yeah. So then you don't lose nothing, because what happened was I was doing a long video, man, a real long video, and was almost finished, and the power went out. And I'm like, dang. And I could not get that video back. I had to redo the whole video, so that's wasting time. So the $250 this thing costs, $250. If that happened 2 more times, then it paid for itself. Yeah. So now that you got the power supply thing, watch the power never go out. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
So salute everybody for tapping on in. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Got a mic check.
Thank everybody for watching the videos and tapping in.
If you guys can hear me in the comments, press 1.
If y'all can hear me in the comments, press 1.
Everybody in the building. We're gonna get right into this.
Let me know if you're into
this video. Y'all can hear me?
Meaning you made it to the end of these videos. Appreciate it, man.
Y'all can hear me? I bet.
Become a Patreon.
Man, let's get into this, man. So another day.
Our Patreon is helping people.
Information is coming out. Sean Diddy comes on the daily, man, and it's not good. Now, apparently, a black man by the name of 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 has basically revealed his identity, and he is one of the guys who has filed a lawsuit against Diddy. He basically made claims within his lawsuit, to make a long story short, that basically he was, he was drugged, and then he woke up with Diddy allegedly on top of him.
Damn, man. Again.
This man has come forward now and released his information. His name is 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦. And also, you have others who have come forward and released their names as well, who have testified, and these are civil cases against Sean Diddy Combs with sexual assault allegations. You have Anthony Tate, another man that has come forward and revealed his name. You have Candace McCrary, who has come forward, a sister by the name of Candace McCrary, who's come forward and released her name. And also you have Anna Kane, who's come forward and released her name. So those are 4 people who have now revealed their identities. Anna Kane, Candace McCrary, Anthony Tate, and Dexter Withers. Now Dexter Withers, again, as I told you guys, he basically, said that he woke up after being basically drugged to Diddy on top of him, as his allegations. And so it's just a sad situation, man. And now Diddy's lawyers are fighting a desperate plea now because in court, I told you guys, in the court case, in the criminal case, federal case, they have filed a motion to exclude evidence. They want evidence removed because the evidence is so damning against Sean Combs. They're basically saying that they cannot. They're saying he's not going to have a fair trial. They're going to need years to investigate all these different capping ass things they've said.
Captain,
right?
Captain.
But to go over a few points, and the girl Kata Shelling, she made a great video about this yesterday as well. I'm gonna review her video in just a second, but to go over some of the points that they put. Here's some of the key points I wanted to show y'all that Diddy's lawyers wrote that they're so upset about this situation. The court should require the government to try the case it charged and prove that case to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt. The government should not be permitted to pollute the trial with decades of dirt and invite a conviction based on propensity evidence with no proper purpose by painting Mr. Combs as a bad guy who must have committed the charged crimes. Let's start right there. First of all, they don't want the government to release all of this dirt that they found on Diddy in court. What do you mean? They're bringing forth their evidence. They're bringing forth things to corroborate that this guy is a scumbag, and you don't want them to do it. You don't want the government. See, let me tell y'all something. Whenever you go to court, they have what you call, like, Diddy can have character witnesses. That's people who speak upon his character. That doesn't mean that let me say this. And to the brother who said these dudes are so weak, let me say something to you, brother, because something must be wrong with you mentally or whatever. But I'm going to check you right now. And let me say something to you, dog. You go to a friend's house, right?
Yep. Talk to him.
You go to a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
You're at a cookout.
This is a friend you trust.
You get past the drink.
Yeah.
Hey, go get something to drink, man. You go get something to drink. Next thing you know, you blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
You have no control over yourself, Janet Jackass. The hell are you talking about? These dudes are weak. If a person spikes your drink, you don't know it. You going out, dog. Nobody can control what's going on to them when they're out of consciousness, fool. That's the point. Did you not hear what I said?
What makes it so bad is these are the people who get got. These are the ones that get got. Man, these dudes are so weak that they wake up with a man on top of them and inside of them. They're not leaving that part out. I would have unalived him. Yeah, I would have. I definitely would have did that part. Yeah, I would have been true. How many bodyguards you got? We got 5 men for each bodyguard you got. But see, I rolled deep. He right, but he wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't, dude. I don't know, man. It's hard for, you gotta pray first of all, man. Don't be with the in crowd to try to get in with the get in, fit in with the get ins. But these people are looking to actually get up. They want to be something. I don't know, man.
You act like dudes are saying, hey, bend me over and just take it like that. These people are saying that they were drugged, man.
With some crazy drugs.
That's what's wrong with these people. I swear, man, we have some of the small-minded people that's walking around that's not using their mind and thinking about what these people are alleging.
Like
this
Justin
man's not
Bieber.
saying, hey, man, I went in there and I bent over and this, that, and the third, and just let him,
let him rip.
Bust me open. No, they're saying, hey, man, look, I was drugged.
That's why it's called a lawsuit.
You know how I know it's credible? Because Mark Curry, who was signed to Diddy's label, said they was doing it. Period. Excuse me, sir. You said if you awaken. What if you awaken, sir, you didn't have your proper senses or your proper feelings to you? How could you unalive somebody if you're in a situation where you don't have those assets and he has all the security around him and people that can instantly do anything they want to do to you, sir?
Now, what he's saying, Baltimore. He from Baltimore. He from my side of town. Ticket. But what I'm saying is this. If that would have happened to Uncle Mike, I'm sorry, y'all. I would have been focused on payback. Forget this court system. I would have been focused on payback. I'd have been working 5 jobs to save up the money to pay 5 people per every that's going to go up there with me. How much you need? $5,000 a piece? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll call y'all back when I got $80,000 saved, but I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you, sucker. I'm going to get you, sucker. That's what he's trying to say.
Which is what most people said that. You calling me a dummy? No, you're blocked. Janet jackass. Let me get you out of here.
Can't fight somebody that own the channel, man.
Show ass out of here. You sound like a goddamn fool. If Diddy hit you with one of them things, you be on the bed knocked out and, hey, it is what it is. You talk about the next thing that pop up, sucker. See, that's the problem with these punks. You got dudes like this. I'm a tough guy. I would have came up and did this. You wouldn't have did a damn thing. You'd have been sitting up there, got daggone seeing stars, boy. From whatever you had put in, you'd have been seeing stars. You'd have been on Pluto like, oh, man, where am I at, man? What's going on? These people ain't got no mind, bro. That's why I told you I ain't got no time to argue with clowns.
No time.
They talk this talk.
I'm sorry, dear.
That man talk all this stuff about what he'll do. I'll do this, I'll do that. That man ain't gonna do a damn thing. You put them things in you. They put them drugs in you, man. I'm trying to tell you, out of here, bro. You wake up, you might open your eyes and see something. You might not be able to move like you want to move.
And you know what's happening.
That's just like if you got the flu, dog. You ever had a bad case of the flu? And your mind, you just want to get up, but your body just won't let you because you ain't got no energy. You ever had a bad case of the flu? Your mind, mentally, you wanted to get up. Mentally, you wanted to eat, but then you couldn't force yourself to eat. You just, you had no interest. These people don't use their minds, and that's the problem. You have to use your brains when you think about what people are saying. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I cook dudes like that and send them on their way, because these type of dudes right here have no sense whatsoever, and it ain't common to have it. So let's keep going. Diddy's lawyers are crying and complaining that all of this corroborating evidence that they're going to bring in is going to destroy Diddy. They're crying and complaining about this. They know it's over with. He's done, Lebowski. They know this. That's why they're crying. Look at their writing. They're saying the court should require the government to try the case as charged and prove that case to a jury beyond a reasonable doubt. That's not going to be hard at all. Once Cassie and them get up on that stand, your ass is grass. And if you keep on double dog daring the government, they're going to keep dropping superseding indictments on your ass, which is going to add on more charges. They already know they got enough for you right now.
It's so much incriminating stuff on them tapes.
He said the government should not be permitted to pollute the trial with decades. His own lawyer said they got decades of dirt on Diddy. That's why I kept trying to tell these people, what y'all think the feds went in there and did nothing? The feds got all this stuff. That's why Diddy's come on here invading my privacy. Nah, fool. You're a criminal and a fugitive, period. Or you're a criminal, I should say. And you're in jail right now, getting ready to take your ass to prison.
You in jail right now. I'm about to take you to prison.
So the same way that you can use character witnesses in defense of Diddy, guess what? They can use witnesses to say, hey, man, this type of stuff, he was doing this to me. He did this to me. They can use that in court.
Yeah.
That's their character witnesses of you. Well, you can bring your own character witnesses and they can bring witnesses in here to say, nah, he's a bad person. He did this to me. Diddy's lawyers want to hide that from the court. They don't want these people to come in and testify and tell their gut-wrenching stories about the shit that's happening to them. It says the government should not be permitted to pollute the trial with decades of dirt and invite a conviction based on, conviction. They know he's done. They know he's done. They know once them people get up there and get on this thing, his ass is grass. Once they start pulling out this evidence and testimony of all these heinous things that niggas is out here capping for this nigga P. Diddy for. Based on the propensity evidence with no proper purpose by painting Mr. Combs as a bad guy who must have committed the charged crimes. So they trying to say this is the biggest conspiracy known to mankind. All these people are lying on Diddy. None of this stuff is true. They was going to tell y'all that Cassie was a liar until the tape came out. They couldn't deny that no more. But what did they do with the tape? They tried to lie to y'all about the tape. They tried to lie to y'all about what y'all saw. Oh, they edited the tape. They sped it up. What they did? Make the ass whooping faster? They sped it up, man. They left little pieces out. What piece did they leave out? They didn't show y'all the whole tape. Oh, you really want people to see the whole tape? The evidence of alleged uncharged, quote unquote, sexual assaults. There it goes right there. They got evidence. The feds, I told y'all this. The feds have evidence of sexual assaults from Diddy. And they got the people coming in there to testify against this punk. Period. This punk ass, you know what? They got people coming into court to testify against that punk. Must be excluded under the federal rules of evidence for multiple reasons. The evidence is not admissible under Rule 413 because Mr. Combs is not formally charged with crimes of sexual assault. Well, they're not saying that we're going to charge you with sexual assault in that case. They're saying, look, we're showing you that everything that Cassie and these other victims are saying is true because it happened to me too. And they can do that. The same way you can bring people in court as character witnesses or bring people in court to tear down the character of people within, they can do it. Right? It says Mr. Combs is not formally charged with crimes of quote unquote sexual assault as required by rule. The RICO Sex Trafficking and Man Acts charges are not sexual assault crimes within the meaning. The funny thing is they hit these mofos with a sexual assault charge. Then let's see if Diddy will get a speedy trial. That mofo be asking for this trial to be pushed back. His trial won't start for 2 or 3 years with all the people they got. I told y'all. His trial won't start for 2. If they really wanted to stick it to Diddy, they could file all these charges against Diddy and make this thing go 2, 3, 4 years from now. And then it'll be a trial that's going to last almost 1.5 years with all the witnesses and victims they got. They don't need all that to put this boy away. All they need is what they got. They know that. That's the part y'all don't realize. It says that this tactic cannot be allowed to succeed. Mr. Combs must be tried only for the charged offense. That's all he's being tried for. And the guilt or innocence must be determined based on the evidence that is actually relevant to those charged offenses. Well, they're showing you evidence. If the government's evidence were allowed, it would mark one of the worst abuses of character evidence rule in the history of American law. No, it won't.
No, it won't.
If you say Diddy's a good person, why don't you want all this evidence to be displayed? Shouldn't the evidence show he's a good person? If Diddy's such a good person, shouldn't the evidence show that he's this great community man, has done all this service to people, and he's just a great man? Nah, you know the evidence showing that they got that this dude's a piece of scum.
Yeah.
And y'all don't want that to be put out there to the world. No, you don't want all his salacious alleged acts to be put out here in front of the world. No.
Imagine this. Imagine those tapes of Diddy is rolling. I don't know if it's taping or audio, but let's just say it's video. Forget the audio part. He probably got mics in because he's a millionaire. He probably mic'd up the bedroom because he want to hear the suck it to me, He want to hear all that, right? So 50-50 chance you got now video, you got video and audio. But anyway, let's just go with the video. And they see people changing. They normal. Yeah, what's up, man? You know, I'm chilling, got the pinky finger out. This normal, you know. Everybody got to do the pinky finger. You know, everybody, hey, what's up, man? You know, when people take medicine, they throw their head back. Because that's acting. That's all acting. This is learned behavior. All of a sudden, right? The learned behavior, the acting. When you you cough, you cover your mouth. Learn behavior. You sneeze, chew. Learn behavior. But once you take a drink, that learned behavior is gone. And you're like, oh my God, look, who? And then all of a sudden, yeah, here come Big Daddy coming. Over and over again, they see this on these tapes. What they gonna say then? What they gonna say then? What they gonna do then? But he's supposed to be such a positive person. It's hard. This is what the problem is right here. Them people that do shady, negative stuff behind the scenes, they go extra hard to be this positive angel in somebody's face.
But the government finna put on a show for you. Y'all want to take this shit to court? Y'all want a speedy trial? Y'all finna get cooked. Y'all finna get cooked. And I told y'all, the girl 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, she broke it down to the T. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel too. Because I want to talk about what she said. Because as I said, she put out a great video about this. Matter of fact, let's listen to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦's video.
Diddy is trying to stop multiple alleged victims from testifying against him about his past criminal conduct. Diddy and the feds have been fighting back and forth all day about multiple victims that the feds are getting ready to bring forward that allege that they were SA'd that have nothing to do with this criminal case.
Right.
Diddy just filed this.
Now let's stop this right here. She's absolutely right.
That's one of my buddies.
They're getting ready to bring forth all these witnesses that ain't even charged Diddy with all these other things. They just showing you how much of a scum this dude is. And they're going to break his character down in court. 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 nailed this thing right to the wall. And I've been trying to tell you guys this. They're going to nail this dude to the wall and show y'all facts, evidence. See, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see no evidence. That's why Diddy's lawyers out there crying, because they got the discovery. They already know what's getting ready to get played in court. And it's getting ready to rain in court. Why y'all think everybody quiet? Why y'all think everybody quiet? You don't see no celebrities coming out here standing on business.
Standing on business. My man be hitting you with this.
You don't see them. They know what time it is. They all know that this dude is a scumbag. They know it. But we demonize guys like Terrence Howard and these guys for coming out telling the truth. And you shame guys for telling the truth. Disgraceful. 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 God don't like ugly. He don't. He don't. And it's going to all get exposed. All that demonic foolishness, that stuff is going to get exposed, bro. In court. That's why I said I wanted all these cases to be on TV. Because it ain't just Diddy. I told y'all last night, that punk senator out of Minnesota soliciting the girl, but he ended up hitting up the police. He didn't even know they was doing his thing. All this type of stuff going on, man. Absolute disgrace. We ain't got no real leaders, and then the people y'all want leaders is leading the people that's straight to hell. That's who y'all want to be y'all leaders. Nah, man, when we gonna start having some real people who are real leaders back in the building, who really standing on some real morals and ethics? Those are the type of leaders you need, not this type of dude. But when you keep uplifting these type of punks, you keep the foolishness going. Let's keep going, because she broke this thing down perfectly. I love how she broke it down.
Feds have been fighting back and forth all day about multiple victims that the feds are getting ready to bring forward that allege that they were SA'd, that have nothing to do with this criminal case. Diddy just filed this motion, and he says after months of refusing to disclose the identity of alleged victims, just 60 days before trial, the government suddenly announced that it intended to shore up its case with evidence of uncharged and uncorroborated crimes, including purported instances of SA.
Yeah, sexual assault. That's right. And you know what they can do? I mean, if Diddy keeps talking, they can go ahead and push this whole thing back and have another superseding indictment and charge him on all that too, if that's what his lawyers want. His lawyers really don't want that smoke. They asking for it. They really don't want that smoke. They tell him, oh, he's not being charged with this. Man, y'all don't want them to really come out there and charge him with all that. Y'all really don't want that. Because, see, they know it's not just going to be testimony in court. It's going to be receipts dropped in court. It's going to be other names brought up in court. They don't want that. Because they know this thing's about to get ugly. And I told y'all this. Smash the like button, y'all come on in.
These team allege that all of these people except one are alleging that this supposedly happened over decades ago. A lot of people are confused why the feds would bring in these alleged victims to testify against Diddy that really don't have anything to do with this criminal case. So I'm about to break it all down for you. The feds are bringing these alleged victims forward to testify against Diddy to basically corroborate what the other 4 victims are alleging in Diddy's criminal trial.
Thank you. So the same way Diddy can have character witnesses, where's Diddy's character witnesses at? Think about this, y'all. Everybody want to get mad at YouTubers and stuff like that. Where is the character witnesses for Diddy that's going to go testify for this nigga? That's a question. Y'all need to be mad at those people. Be mad at all them people who ain't going to say nothing for this scumbag because they know what he is. Straight like that.
Straight like that. Straight like that. I should have
bought me 2 beers. It's about to get ugly. And I told y'all this. So this ain't one of these situations where this ain't no play. This ain't for play. They about to march those people up there on that stage, on that up there on the testimony stand. And they about to tell everybody what this dude is really on. Y'all gonna see it. Or if you ain't gonna see it, you gonna hear it on here. So what they're doing is they're bringing forth people that's going to corroborate what their witnesses are saying. So not only they're going to show y'all evidence, not only they're going to bring people who have actually been victims that are going to say, hey, man, I can corroborate. He did the same shit to me. They will get on the stand. And his lawyers know all these stories they're going to tell about what happened to them. It's going to be heinous. Heinous. To the brother Joyce Hodges says Stevie J is going to be his diehard character. I guarantee you Stevie J don't get nowhere near that court. There's no witness. I guarantee you. Stevie J's not going to do that. He's not getting on no stand. Hey. Ain't none of them people.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny, man? We got a premiere going on, man, and they are talking about and it's a it's a ticket joint also. About the feds and all the drugs and stuff. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Pardon me. One time in band camp, he's out of the country now. They talking about Stevie J in the premiere chat right now. Where's Stevie J? Where have he been? Right now, as we speak, we got a premiere going on, and they asking all these questions about Stevie J. And one person, I'm sorry, y'all know I can't remember stuff, said that they went this high school, they fiance, their wife or whatever, went to high school with Stevie J, and one of his exes used to date Stevie J and all this stuff. These people, man, I'm trying to let y'all know Uncle Mike is kind of close to these people, especially me being in the music business or trying to be in the music business or acting like I'm in the music business. However you want to paint that picture, baby, I can play these instruments. And because I can play these instruments, you network with other people that can play. And we used to go up to Bad Boy and all them Arista Records and all them other record labels trying to get a record deal, just like all the thousands and 500 million people trying to get a record deal driving up to New York. People used to drive way from Florida to drive all the way up to New York. Here go my demo tape. Can you give me a record deal, please? I was one of those people. Never got a deal. Tried out for making other band. Never got a deal. But I was one of the people in line. My point that I'm making is Stevie J jumped out there and said, we are law-abiding citizens, dummy. Look how stupid you are, dummy. You know why? Because you thought that that's what everybody else was going to do on social media, and you wanted to be the first one to go and protect them because you don't have no PR, dummy. You trying to get back in this game, dummy. You over here talking about you know what he did. Oh, it's time to all band together. I'm going to be the first one to band together because I don't have no PR person. No. Everybody else's PR said, ho, pump the brakes. Everybody PR said, pump the brakes. Diddy has been arrested and they got them tapes of them freak off. Keep your mouth shut. And these professionals said, yes, sir. No problem, sir. I keep my mouth shut. No problem. I keep my mouth shut. Yeah. That's what they do, baby.
I guarantee you Stevie J don't get nowhere near that court. There's no witness. I guarantee you. Stevie J's not going to do that. He's not getting on no stand. Ain't none of them people getting on no stand like that because if you get on no stand, you got to get cross-examined, which means that the feds are going to investigate you. The government's going to investigate you. If they know that Diddy's lawyer is going to call you, they're going to investigate you. You think them people want to get F with? Investigated, their life investigated, their character investigated, their shit brought up in court, effing with Diddy? Nope. Trust me. There's what you call cross-examination. Whenever you put a witness on the stand, there's a right to cross. So any character witness Diddy puts up on the stand, the government has a right to cross-examine this witness. If that witness have any type of shit on their name, they getting burnt. Straight up.
They're doing this by using a very common federal rule, which is 413, which is similar crimes and SA cases, which allows for the admission of evidence regarding a defendant's previous SA accusations in a current SA case. And the other rule that they're trying to use to bring these other alleged victims forward and use their testimonies against Diddy is Federal Rule 404B. And this rule addresses evidence of other crimes, wrongs, or acts. Generally, it prohibits the use to prove a person's character, but it allows it for the purposes like proving motive, intent, or knowledge. They are claiming that...
See? So everything they're doing is under the law. They're going to hammer this dude, bro. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all finna see all the nasty stories and disgraceful, dishonorable stories are going to come out right there in court. And people are going to go up there and tell it. Go tell it on the mountain. Straight like that, bro. I'm sorry. I have no protection plan for a nigga like Diddy. I'm sorry, man. When you hurt people like this, especially your people from your own community, man. How you hurt people from your own goddamn community, bro? And you want people to stand up for you? Nah, I'm not standing up for no fucking demon. I'm not. Not no nigga like this. I'm not. Period. Nah, none of them.
Nah.
This is another reason why I told y'all I don't vote.
Damn, Ticket.
I don't worship no man.
Damn, Ticket. Man, we got so much in common. I don't vote either. I voted one time in my life, dog. I remember peeping out the curtain, young, asking my dad. Then when I got older and realized he don't know what the hell he doing anyway. He don't know what he. Rest in peace, Dad. Love you to death, and you know I'm telling the truth. The truth shall set you free. Ask anybody, especially the Democrat side people, the people that don't like Trump. Ask them. Ask them, what is the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? Meaning, what does a Democrat stand for? What is the belief of Democrat compared to the beliefs of a Republican? They fucking couldn't tell you. And I had a friend of mine, his friend, his father, and his mother, they was Republicans, by the way. A friend of mine, white boy, he was real cool, man. We was friends. And he told me how racist his father was while I'm telling him how racist my father is. But we friends. We don't see color. And so I asked the dad, he heard me asking the question, what's the difference? So what does the Republican Democrat stand for and the Republican? What's the difference? And he says, I have a joke for that. You may not like it. You know, goofy white man, you know, older guy, right? This is 20, 25 years ago. And he said, well, the difference between a Democrat and a Republican is a Democrat doesn't know the difference and a Republican does. Ha 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 ha. Stupid joke. But it's true. He says a stupid joke, but it's true. Call me out on it. So since then, I've been going around asking all Democrat people, all the people I know that's Democrat, what is the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? Y'all get this, man. And if you true to yourself, you know you don't know the difference. If you're a Trump hater, you know you don't know the difference. Go look it up. Go research it. Go study it. What does a Democrat, and I know the difference because I've been talking about this for the last 10, 15 years. That's why I don't vote. Half the people telling me I should vote because our ancestors died for us to vote. No, they didn't. They didn't die. Our ancestors didn't fight and died so we can vote. They fought and died because we didn't have a choice to vote. We never had a choice. Now that we have a choice, I'm glad that they gave us the choice so I can experience the voting system of the United States. And I'm saying to myself, damn, if I don't know what I'm doing, how many people that they are getting these votes from, they don't know what they doing? How many people are in here pushing the buttons? Oh, I mean, he's just pick anybody, Mike. I voted for the person Dad told me to vote for. Then I was stuck. What else I do? Dad, who else I pick? Then he just yell out, oh, and everybody else in line, right? Oh, this is his first time voting. Oh, he how cute. I can hear this behind the curtain. I'm over there I'm concentrating, man. Because this is important, I thought. Next thing you know, shoot. Pulled the curtain back again. Dad, because it's saying what I do. Just pick anybody, Mike. That was even hard. I'm picking people because I like the guy, got the tie on. I like the way this dude look cool. I like the way he look. So you vote for the other people because of the way they look. How do you pick? You close your eyes. Some people might use eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm just going to close my eyes and wherever. Yeah, I'll pick him then. Fuck it. How do you pick? How do you pick the people that vote? I would like to know. Put that in the comments. When you got all these people you don't even know and you just pick somebody. Shoot. participate in that? Never.
For a nigga like Diddy. I'm sorry, man. When you hurt people like this, especially your people from your own community, man.
Then they mad at me because I refuse not to waste my time to go down there. I don't know these people. I've picked to not even waste my time to get in my car to go to register. You got to register to do this shit.
How you hurt people from your own goddamn community, bro? And you want people to stand up for you? Nah, I'm not standing up for no fucking demon. I'm not. Not no nigga like this. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Nah, none of them. This is another reason why I told y'all I don't vote. I don't worship no man. I'm telling y'all this. Y'all need to understand this, man. And again, it's not just Diddy. It's a lot of these dudes running around here doing this type of capping ass foolishness. And they all need to get brought out like this, straight like that. It's not even a question.
Facts.
The allegations that these people are making are more serious than the charged offenses. And if admitted,
think about this. That's what Diddy's lawyers are basically saying. They're saying that the allegations that the witnesses for the government are going to come up there and put on the stand are more serious than what Diddy's even. Think about this. Diddy's already on trial for some serious shit. Now, if the government has witnesses that's going to get on the stand and say some more shit that's worse than what he's being charged with, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Make it impossible for Diddy to receive a fair trial. Diddy is alleging that some of these people are unknown to him, and the allegations implicate dozens of unidentified witnesses and alleged co-conspirators around the world, and they also have some key witnesses who have now passed away. Now, Diddy's lawyers are claiming that they're not even permitted to share the identities of these individuals described in the letter with Diddy until April 18th, and that is because Diddy has been accused of threatening multiple witnesses and alleged victims. And Diddy's team is claiming that this is hurting their ability to investigate these claims before trial. And they're also saying that these new allegations require many months, if not years, to investigate, if admitted. And they would require a series of mini trials, certain to double the length of the trial in total. And then we had the Fed shooting back at Diddy's accusations on why he thinks that these alleged victims' testimony should be thrown out and not used in his trial. The government is alleging since Diddy's arrest, Diddy has insinuated that every victim in this case consented to every act that the government has identified. And the government is saying because of all that, to resolve this dispute, the jury is entitled to hear the testimony of whoever these people are. And they are alleging that testimony establishes that the defendant has made no mistake when he coerced other victims into unwanted physical acts. They are also alleging the evidence of the defendant's SA of these people is admissible as direct evidence, among other things, the existence and the purposes of the charged racketeering enterprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people's testimonies corroborate the evidence that is relevant to the existence of the enterprise and the pattern of racketeering and should be admitted as direct evidence of count 1. Now, the government is also alleging that the evidence of Diddy's essays of whoever these people are, all of which was enabled by the members and associates of this enterprise, is admissible as direct evidence.
Man, they're going to destroy this cat, man. I keep trying to tell y'all this. It's going to be televised. It should be. On this channel, it's going to be.
Oh, my God.
I was never capping.
Oh, my God.
That's the reason why they want this evidence to be excluded. You know what I'm saying? They want this evidence out of there. Because they already know what's up.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Oh my God, that's my man right there. If he know,
you know
everybody else know.
Now look at this dude right here, Justin Fields. Diddy didn't do it. Diddy didn't do it. Get off Diddy growing area. Diddy didn't do it. Now look at you, dog. Look at you smiling. What you smiling like that for? Oh, what you smiling like that for, booger? What you smiling like that for, booger? What you smiling like that for? Huh? Justin, Why you coming here playing these games with me this morning?
Diddy
Justin.
didn't do it. Diddy didn't do what? Diddy didn't kick that girl in that video. Diddy didn't spike all these people drinks that claiming they was spiked. He didn't Lil Rod. Everybody is talking sexual. I can see if you say Diddy took some money from me. Nope. Diddy stole my car. Nope. Diddy tried to blow up my car. Only one person claiming that. Everybody is talking about the S word and the R word. They done found all these drugs. What, Justin? You are too young to be. Come on, man. Oh my God. Justin, come on, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious? You just wanted to be seen. You wanted to be talked about. That's all. Justin, you got to be kidding me, man. Can you put your full name up there? Shame on you.
Get that dribble off your mouth. Coming in here sounding like Bookman. Stop playing with me this morning, boy. What the hell wrong with you? For you get cooked 3 the hard way too. Point blank period. Apostrophe T. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep
Now,
going.
they are also alleging that Diddy's charged conduct with respect to victim 3 and victim 4, which involves Diddy, somebody else, and somebody else, clearly constitutes SA under Rule 413, as does the SA of these other alleged victims who are going to testify. And then Diddy and his team shoot back again, and they say count 1 does not allege the R word. They said regarding one of the victims, the government alleges that Diddy was assisted by somebody, but they only specify one person that they call something. And they allege many other of the purported enterprise members and associates are left unidentified, and the allegations involving somebody predicate the conspiracy entirely. And that
that dude that was in that documentary, he definitely gonna be testifying in this trial. That dude who had those text messages, I forget his name. He used to work for Diddy's team. He used to say he was the one that was a cleanup man for the King's Nights, whatever they called them shits. Yeah, he definitely gonna be testifying. He got text messages. He showed evidence. He showed evidence on the documentary, and people blew past that. Like, oh, he showed evidence on the document. You think he can get that to the feds, bro? I guarantee you, he gonna be testifying. I forgot his name. I gotta think of his name again. He definitely gonna be testifying. He pulled up actual text messages from them that are damning text messages. So I know for a fact they calling him up there. He showed evidence, but I guess the evidence is lying. We always say when you make allegations, man, you gotta have evidence, man. This dude made allegations and went up there and showed evidence. Right? I'm just saying. You said don't it sound it is way worse than our.
I'm just saying. That's a YouTube channel too,
bro. Everybody in the industry know it. Bro, why you think ain't none of you people, ain't none of them people that's talking this shit gonna get up on that stand and speak up for Diddy's character? None of them.
I'm just saying.
Them niggas talking that shit online. They ain't gonna get it there on the stand and speak up for this dude's character. They don't want no smoke with that. They don't want that type of smoke. No.
Them talking about the co-conspirators, and I'm really curious about the one person that they do name that Diddy knows about. Now, Diddy and his team go on to allege they have not had time to completely investigate all these alleged new victims, but they do drop a name that has me very interested about all of these new alleged victims that are going to come forward and possibly testify against Diddy for past criminal conduct that have nothing to do with this exact criminal case. They said since the motion was filed, Tyrone Blackburn, who we know is the lawyer for Lil Rod Jones, the man who filed the lawsuit against Diddy, who was a producer during the Love album, and also a lawyer for another woman, Grace 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦, who filed a lawsuit against Diddy and his son, Christian Combs. And they go on to talk about how Tyrone Blackburn was scolded by yet another judge for conduct deemed unsettling, including filings with accusations and misstatements and exaggerations in Lil Rod Jones versus Diddy's case. And we did find out recently that the judge did scold Tyrone Blackburn when we figured out that big parts in Lil Rod Jones' lawsuit will move forward against Diddy, Christina Korm, Omar Gooding.
And that's the part. People try to make it seem like, oh, he got his case done. I know he didn't. Major parts of that lawsuit is moving forward. And I guarantee you, once that judge sees this case, he gonna wish he didn't throw those other parts out. But the major parts are still going in that case with Lil Rod. I told people that shit going to discovery, and I know they evidence is a BI. Because I told y'all, Lil Rod, if you watch Lil Rod's lawsuit, Lil Rod had all that evidence. He had all them pictures and stuff, and he had more video footage and all this stuff that he already announced that he had in that lawsuit. That was just in a lawsuit. So, and he said he was willing to work with the feds. He probably gave the feds all that stuff. So he definitely gonna get paid. If Diddy could have paid him $50,000 of what he owed him, that dude would have been out of here. But now you probably gonna have to pay him shit. You know, paying him like probably $50 to $100 million now. He go to court. I'm trying to tell you, Lil Rod was the one who had all the receipts. They forgot about that, playing games.
Jr., and even Christian Combs. And the only thing that makes sense to me on why Diddy would start talking about Tyrone Blackburn in this motion to throw out testimonies from other alleged victims all of a sudden would be that one of these people are probably represented by Tyrone Blackburn. And we know it's either Lil Rod Jones or Grace 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦. We are going to continue to see a lot of different filings happening with Diddy.
Yeah, it's going to be. I'm telling y'all this. It's gonna be Lil Rod. All that evidence Lil Rod had, man, Lil Rod he gave all that shit to the feds. I'm guarantee he gave all that shit to the feds. He the one who had all the evidence. So that's what's really going on, if y'all really want to know. But yeah, so now you have a new black dude that's come forward with sexual assault allegations. Dexter, what's his name? You know what I'm saying? Dexter Withers is his name. He don't come forward with his allegations now. Bro, it's a sad situation. But it need to be dealt with head on. I keep telling y'all this. They don't want to listen to me. Okay, they're going to listen soon. They're going to have to listen soon. Because this situation have gotten real bad. So again, yeah, hey, you call him the human recorder. Y'all crazy as hell or what? Yeah, man. But make sure, and look, check this out, y'all. Look what I did. Look what I did right there, y'all. That link I put in the chat room, right there. Y'all make sure y'all click that link right there. That's pinned at the top of the chat, and watch my next video I got coming up right now. Make sure y'all do that, and make sure y'all subscribe. That's on my other channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to my other channel. Click that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Going on to my other channel. I got another video I'm putting out right now. So make sure y'all check the link that I pinned at the top of the chat. Peace. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that support.
Damn. Yeah, that's the first time that I let the merch shop thing play that he doing at the end, man. You doing your thing, Ticket? My bad. I almost forgot to put thumbs up, man. Thumbs up to that one. That was amazing. That one right there was amazing. Check this out, man. Long story short, Ticket brings the real. Ticket comes from the receipts. He talking about exactly what's being filed. That's what I like about his channel and stuff, because Uncle, I can't do all that. I can't. Stay in your lane, Uncle Mike. Stay in your lane. I can. I'm the assistant coach. I'm the backup man. I'm the assistant. So I got sick and tired of being the assistant to fake people that think they want to do things. I'm like, dude, you scared to jump out there? I got your back. Like my nephew, for example, who's still trying to get his thing together. Forget y'all. I jumped out there and I started doing it. Now they're going to try to tell me how to do this thing. What? No, I got it now, cuz I don't need your help. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody. Let me know if you're an ender. If you're an ender, meaning that you made it to the end of this video, you listening to my voice right now, you are the people that we love. You are the people that help our channel to grow. We thank y'all, man. Now y'all can become a patron. You ain't got to pay to be a patron. We got patrons starting at low as $3 a month, and we take the capital that we doing to help other people. So if you would like to help in some kind of way, if you can afford $3 a month to go toward helping other people, I'm trying to find something to do and surprise somebody in the United States. I'm trying to help some of the younger generations in the music industry and stuff. We got the world's largest rap contest.com. The world's largest rap contest.com. You can go register. We got over 1,000 rappers that registered and just sitting and not doing nothing. Maybe I should do the rapping for you too. I got to do everything for you. So one lady has talked to me and she said that, well, my son he want to be a rapper. She ended up building his profile page for him. Nah, that ain't going to cut it. I need some hard-working people. And this ain't hard work. It's called reading and clicking on the buttons you're supposed to click on. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.